Hello. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Hello. Just thought I'd come on and say hi if anybody's here. Let's see. Come on in and say hi. Let me know you're here. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Angel. Just thought I'd say hi. Hi, Sydney. Just a quick live. I was kind of bored. Just finished up putting all the stuff up from today's trial and the debrief and stuff. And so I have a moment. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Anything you want to talk about that has to do with law and crime network trials? Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Hi, Kim. I don't know, the trial that we're in that has closings tomorrow is the Kale Fly Shower trial. Go to lawandcrimenetwork.com and you can check out the trials and stuff that we have on our network there. I'm the moderator and the channel runner for Law and Crime Network YouTube channel. So, hi Edna. Good to see you. Do you follow our trials, and Angel? Video of what, Kim? Of today's trial stuff, or of today's testimony? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here anyway. If you are interested in trials, you can go on over to our YouTube channel, or you can go to the website at lawandcrime.com. That's our website. And we are a network that follows courtroom trials. So, Kim, yeah, the stuff is already uploaded. It's already archived for today's testimony. And both sides rested in Fly Shower. So in the morning starts the closings. And then, like I told somebody earlier today, it's 2 sleeps until Durst, till Robert Durst. Hi, Mandy. Good to see you. Awesome, Angel. Thanks for following. Yeah, Lori Vallow, they're reporting on it on, I'm not sure if, I don't know if they've reported on it on the network yet, but I know that Aaron talked about it in the debrief, in his daily debrief. But it's just a case right now, so they're just reporting on it like it's, as part of the news. but I know that Aaron did report on it, or a little bit in his debrief. But I heard that the dad, is it the dad? Or I mean the stepdad? No, who was it? The husband said the kids are fine, but he won't say where they are. Isn't that what we just heard today? Something like that? That whole case is just mind-boggling. This one, I'll post it. It's the Lori Vallow case. That one. Yeah. Not sounding too good, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to. Well, any case that involves children is always very difficult. Angel asked a question that I don't really want to put up on the screen, but children cases, they, for me, are the hardest ones to deal with, the hardest ones to handle. And pretty much, you deal with it the way you deal with watching any case. It's part of our job. Part of my job is to, listen to the case and help with the network and that kind of thing. So, oh, sorry. If you heard a little strange noise, that was because I just got a ding from Kathy. Kathy Russin, our executive trial producer for Law and Crime Network, is in the Durst courtroom. She's there for jury selection. So sorry about that. Hi, Sydney. Did I say hi? I think I did. I don't remember. Sorry. Edna, thank you, Addie, so very much. I want to see them actually breathing. I'll be okay then. Yes, I want to know what's going on, where the kids are. Why are they hiding them? If they're okay, why are they hiding them? I don't understand. Sorry. Sorry, I have to get a drink. My gigantic cup. Ugh. Yes, very, like Bruce said, very hard to deal with stuff with children. But, there's sometimes we do watch. Sorry, my husband just came in. Oh, do you guys notice what my background picture is? Can anybody tell me what the background is? That's my husband. Do you know what the background is, Edna? Anybody? I'm waiting to see if anybody can guess. Yeah, Bruce says, hi, sir. Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Want to get on camera?
Sure. No, actually, okay. It's a good guess. I would have said church, but no, it's Grand Central Station. Aaron sent me that picture yesterday when he was walking from the Law and Crime Network. Aaron Keller, when he was walking from the network to take the train home, he sent me that shot. He knows I like I'm in love with New York. I like everything about it. And he's walking down the street taking pictures and sending me pictures. So that was the inside of Grand Central Station. So yes. See, doesn't it look like a church instead of Grand Central Station? I love arches. Sorry. Angel, I don't know if you're still here, but the person I'm talking about is Aaron Keller. He's our host that does the daily debrief on our network. And he's also the reporter from Making a Murderer, that reporter. He's a friend of mine. I was just kind of relaying where this picture came from, my background. And it's Grand Central Station. He sent me the picture. And so I thought I'd use it as a backdrop. But anyway, I know. Oh, a Roman bath. No, I do not go to. That's an interesting thought, though. So, anywho, let me check real quick and see. I think let me see if Kathy tweeted something about the Durst trial. Let's see here. Oh, Kathy's got some tweets. I'll post them in the chat, and then we'll kind of talk about them a little bit. Maybe like I said, oops, I lost where did it go? Get back here. Yeah, our executive trial producer is at the Robert Durst trial, and she says, here's her tweet. Kathy says, potential juror number 18 has seen the Jinx HBO document. Lewin asks about the bathroom audio. He informs the juror in the Jinx they only showed viewers an edited version. He tells them they will see non-edited interviews with Durst in that documentary. For anyone who's wondering what I'm reading, it's the Robert Durst trial. That openings start on Monday, and our executive trial producer Kathy Russin is there in the courthouse. It's a California trial, so it's still going on. It's only 4:51 here in Pacific. I'm Pacific. I'm not in New York. Let's see. And then her next one says, so just, and then Lewis moves on to questions about Kathy Durst. He asks jurors what ways could the prosecution prove she was dead without a body. So that's where they are in the Durst jury selection process. Jury selection is taking a little longer than they thought, so that's why instructions won't be until, openings won't be until Wednesday. Izzy, I kind of can't. I'll have to be the judge of that on Wednesday. Robert Durst is a millionaire tycoon who is charged with killing his best female friend. He is he's the one that's in the Netflix show called The Jinx or whatever it is, Jinx, I think it is. I think it's spelled this way. He's in that. I need to watch that tonight. I still need to get that done by Wednesday. It's on Netflix. I guess it's on HBO too. I have no idea. Hopefully I can catch it on Netflix. Did any of you guys see it yet? To prep yourself for Wednesday? So, anyway, hey, hi Dot, how are you? Just a quick chat here. Nothing much to say. That's what I heard. Windsor says it's, oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry, this one. Nope, not that one either. Oh, things are coming through. The Jinx HBO, really interesting and insightful. The trial for Robert Durst is supposed to last 5 months. We have the Law and Crime Network has been covering R. Kelly from the beginning, yes. We've had some specials on it, and we've done news on it. You can subscribe to our network on the front page of lawandcrime.com. We have an actual network with hosts and analysis, and it helps to have it running in the background when you're watching trials, because the host will explain what you're listening to. I know, L. Dot response to to Durst. 5 months. Yep, like the McStay trial was. And Kathy was at McStay too. Well, anytime, you mean, Windsor asked, what happens if there's another trial at the same time? You mean if we're following something else or something else comes up at the same time? We are for Robert Durst. The judge is only allowing openings, closings, verdict, and maybe some audio of some testimony, something to that effect. He's not allowing all of the trial. So we get, Kathy's going to be there for openings. I think she's going to be there for the closing and the verdict, but at least openings now, and then she'll go back. But yeah, the judge's not allowing any more than that, which stinks. Nothing we can do about it. But if other trials come up at the same time while Durst is going, we still will always have that, because we'll have, 5 months of probably just updates from inside the courtroom. What is the most bizarre trial I've seen so far? Is that what you're asking? Probably one of our earliest trials, besides the one called the Bashara. His last name was Bashara. I forgot his first name. Bob. It just hit me because Bob Bashara was his name. Bashara. Right there. That one was a very odd one. He was into bondage stuff.
You had to explain it to everybody.
And I had to explain some of it from a long time ago. Knowledge on the case of that stuff from a long time ago. Probably that one. And then there was another one also, another one, same subject. Seth, I forgot his last name. It was one of our very first trials. Kathy and I came to Law and Crime Network in 2017, in May of 2017. So that was about the time that those trials were just there, or had started when we first came. Jennifer Marie. Hey, Addie. Let's see. Hi. Been missing you guys. I haven't been watching lately. Aw. Hi, Jennifer. I hope you can come back soon. Sometimes a break is needed, huh? Sometimes a break just is needed from the chaos of trial watching. Edna, if you can think of them, what was the funniest memories from any trials? Oh, funniest memories. Just so you know, I'm going to explain this. I have autism and I have a very hard time with open-ended questions. So if I go, that's because I'm trying to come up with an answer to an open-ended question. So yes, I am on the spectrum and I cannot. Funniest moments. Do you ever feel weird when you're watching a trial and something kind of humorous comes up and you feel really bad about laughing about it? That's how I am with trials. I try really hard, and most of you guys know that I use humor a lot when I'm uncomfortable, and so sometimes it's inappropriate to to think things are funny in my, you think, should I really be thinking this is funny right now, considering that this trial is a murder case of whatever, you know what I mean? But there were some moments that with the Bashara trial that just the funny moments didn't necessarily come from the trial, but it came from the viewers. Because in the Bashara trial, the witnesses were on the stand, but there was no cover in front of the stand, like they were just sitting in a chair. And so it's like they're up front and center in the middle of everybody, and you just see a person on the stand. And if you're, like I said, the trial was about bondage and stuff like that. So you can imagine what was on the stand. The witnesses were on the stand, and some of them were wearing very interesting clothing. And at one point, it was one person didn't want to be shown, so they had the camera down, and the camera was like faced at her legs and the bottom half of her instead of her face, so she wasn't on camera. And oh my goodness, whew, that was something else to see, because she was wearing stuff that I knew what it meant for the subject of the bondage stuff. I knew what it was. I'm like, she's look at what she's wearing on her ankles. She's somebody's slave. Oh, oh, it was fun. That part was the funny part. It wasn't from the trial itself. It was from our reaction to it. I'm trying to think of the other trial that was along that same lines. There's another one. I cannot remember. I know his name was, I think it was Seth was his first name, and it was another girl and their roommate or something like that. Did you? So, but I'm going to think about that funniest moments thing, and then maybe I'll answer it tomorrow when I think about it, if I remember, and I'll answer it in the chat over on the Long Crime YouTube channel, if I remember. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Oh, remember? Yes, Rosenbaum. That's a good one. In Rosenbaum, he was the ME, the medical examiner, if I remember correctly. And he tumbled off the back, or he scooched back to look at the thing that was next to him. It was a big board, and when he scooched back, his chair fell off the back, because the back of the where he was sitting, there was like it was a platform, and it just went, yeah, and he rolled right off the witness stand. I'm sure we have that. I think that's in the archives. It's the day with the medical examiner. I'm not sure exactly what part or where it is in it, but it's during the medical examiner. And I think he was the medical examiner for the state, correct? If so, it'll be in the it'll be in that video, whatever that is, for the medical examiner. Most embarrassing, I can do that one. That one is the trial where the jury didn't know what they didn't understand how to fill out the jury form, and they were supposed to be unanimous in their verdict, and they weren't unanimous, and the judge was an older gentleman, and he didn't realize that they were saying that they didn't agree. You remember that one? Was that Chambers? No, was that the Chambers trial? If you remember, he kept talking, and they kept saying that they, do you agree? No, no, and he was getting no's instead of yes, and they were supposed to all agree, and he wasn't listening to what was being said. Does that ring a bell with anybody? Chambers, see, it was Chambers, right? That's what I thought. I can't remember exactly what it was that they were supposed to be unanimous, and they weren't. They were hung, only he wasn't realizing that the jurors were hung. So, yes, that one was embarrassing for him, because I think he was expecting them to say that they were unanimous, and they weren't saying it. So that was a good one. They had to, I don't remember if that was a mistrial. Did that end up as a mistrial and they had to redo it? Or he just sent them back to, again, I can't remember. Right, there you go. Foreman kept saying, in the Chambers case, the foreman kept saying not guilty. Yes, there you go. Yes, they all had a very hard time understanding what was what the jury forms were saying, or how they were supposed to fill them out, and he sent them back. Right, Dot says he sent them back. That's what I thought. They did eventually get it squared away, but I felt bad for the judge. He got a lot of ridicule from a lot of chatters over that one. Hi, Kiki. Glad you made it. So I'm trying to think of other things that I can like. Most gut-wrenching trial was probably for me was the Periwinkle, Cherish Periwinkle. That one got me the most for most gut-wrenching. I'm not sure yet. I don't get to know what we're covering until we find out if we have access. It just depends. Like, that's why I keep saying in the chat when somebody asks what the next trial is, and I always say follow Kathy Russin and Law and Crime on Twitter to find out, because I don't know until the week or the week prior, because of how it's, yes, so how we put out how we go about getting into the trials. So I get to find out the week that they come out. So yeah, just follow Kathy Russin, and Law Crime Network on Twitter, and you'll know what the same time I know. More or less. Well, I know a little bit before because I'm in the meeting for them, but whatever. Yeah, that's this one right here. L. Dot mentioned this one. I want the Gannon Stouch Step Monster. Yeah, that stuff is just when things are just coming out like that, it takes a while for those things to become cases. You know, like become on. They have to go through the hearings and all that stuff. So I know a lot of people are going to cover that, and like with the Valo one, we're covering it on the network as far as updates and that kind of thing. But we'll see what happens when it becomes a trial. I just heard about the one with the little boy's Gannon Stouch, or how I think that's how his name was pronounced, Stouch. And trial watching and stuff for me is different for like emotional and whatnot. I'm not upset by things. Like I can watch most of the trials. The only time I really get upset is like if animals and children are hurt, then then that pretty much wipes me out. But just a trial in general, I don't. I can handle autopsy photos. I can handle the deceased corpses, dead bodies. I have to edit those out of the footage. So, and I also like forensic stuff. So that kind of thing doesn't ick me out, gross me out. It's good. I don't mind it. But I mean, there are like the holiday season when we get to take a break around Christmas time. That's a very nice break from things, when stuff starts to slow down. It's nice to have a little bit of break, especially when we're doing it all year long. Oh, behind the scenes. Oh, I probably don't do as much as a lot of them. There's a huge team at Law and Crime Network. It's not just little old me. We have lots of producers and all very, very hard workers, do an awesome job. If anybody doesn't watch it and you haven't seen it yet, go and watch the Daily Debrief. It's one of my favorites. Also, Brian Ross Investigates. Those are really good. That's a good one too. Exactly, Laura. Oops, Laura? Is it Lori? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oops. She says, I love all the forensic pictures and stuff like that. Does not bother me at all. Nope. I don't even cringe. I actually like to study them. I think what started that for me really getting into it was when during the Jodi Arias trial, with all the photographs and stuff, that was the first time I'd ever actually seen big, that's the first time that I'd actually seen crime scene photos to that extent. And it was very interesting because we got with the pictures and stuff, we kind of studied it, like, got. Yeah, she says Arias trial. I know our main chat, we're not even we got so tired of hearing about Jodi Arias that our main moderator Kit Kat has a swear jar, and she'll put a picture of the swear jar up every time somebody says Jodi Arias. We keep saying Jodi Arias is the gift that keeps on giving. There's always something coming out about Jodi. So our network, the issue, the reason is, let me put it here. She says, Kiki says, yes, it seems like they show less and less crime scene photos. Right, because when we started as a network, now that we're on platforms, some of the platforms don't want those kind of like dead bodies and that kind of thing to be shown on the on their network or whatever, on their platform. So we have to blur that stuff out because of that, because we're a network on platforms. Laura Jackson says, my favorite books are The Body Farm and Beyond the Body Farm. Ah, yes. We used to have a moderator who, she and I would say that we would like to take a trip to the Body Farm together. I'm interested in the study of how temperature affects the body and that kind of thing. The whole Body Farm thing is gross if you really, if you're really thinking about it, but it's actually very interesting as far as the forensics and how decomposition happens and that kind of thing. And let's see, who knows anything? It says, I stumbled across the channel during the Hartung trial and I've not turned it off since. Our network, or do you watch the network itself? Who knows? I need a WKA. There's your initials. Waka. Do you watch the network too? That's cool. Yes. It helps if you have that in the background while you're watching the live trial streams, so that you can kind of hear what they have to say about it as they come in and do an analysis during the coverage. That helps me quite a bit. Let's see. Windsor Castle. Do you think Christopher Reeves will come to trial? Shot someone in a cinema. Oh, the older gentleman. Christopher Reeves. Is that his first name? So for some reason I'm struggling over and can't separate him from Superman. Their names are similar, right? But that trial, that's another one of the trials that is, yeah, the old guy. Man, every time somebody says that, I have to think, oh wait, that's not wrong guy. The Reeves trial. I can't remember if it. Let me look real quick. Hold on 1 second. He's the theater shooter. For some reason, I can't get his. Oh, Curtis. There you go. His name is Curtis. Christopher is the actor. Yeah, that's why I was struggling. Sorry, not to call you out on that, but that's why my brain was not, I was trying to separate them. Christopher is the actor and Curtis Reeves. Here, I'll put his name in. Theater shooter. There we go. I had to get that settled in my head because I couldn't get past the Superman part. That was cute though, because I do that all the time in my head. In fact, I probably, when it comes to trial and I have to do the archives for it, I'll probably end up at one point or another calling him Christopher. Most likely. So, yeah, I don't know. That one's still going through hearings. That one's been forever. What has that been? Was it 2 years now since the shooting? Maybe longer? Oh, it's not 20. Curtis Reeves shooting video from security camera. And this video that I'm looking at was a YouTube thing, and that was posted in 2014. Holy mackerel. That was a long time ago. It's that long. I don't know when that is ever going to come to trial. Every time we go to a theater, I make sure everyone in our row, all those in my party, have their phones put away so that no one gripes at us. Make sure your phone is off. Hi, Nicholas. Yeah, we've seen it too. I've seen the footage. I've seen it. There isn't much to see. Oh, mostly what you see is the fallout, all of the stuff that scatters around after the shots are fired. Hi, Dot. Did you get booted out? Did you fall out of the room? Yeah, that case, I was hoping that would come to trial a lot sooner, the Curtis Reeves one. Okay. Anywho. Oh. Children. Hold on. So, anyway. Oh, I didn't. I'm blind as a bat. Pictures are small. I can't see anything. There we go. So this trial going on now is so many breaks and sidebars. Actually, you mean the the fly shower one? It's not as bad as Sievers was. I just keep going back to that. They're actually not too bad because when I'm doing the editing, I'm editing videos that are an hour and a half long, and I'm editing no more than 5 videos. So that's not really too bad. Sievers was horrible because they kept breaking and breaking, and it was a lot of sidebars. I may have even missed a couple sidebars editing the footage from this fly shower trial because they were so small. The sidebars are not that long, and so I may have skipped by a couple thinking, "Oops," but I don't know. It's not too bad. Oh yeah. Of course, who can't forget the world's worst was Arias? Was it the second trial with Stevens? Oh, that was horrible. Oh, foster mother. Trying to think of which one that was. I can't come up with the name. Dot. This one. Foster mother. I don't remember. I'm horrible at names. Rosenbaum? No. Oh. Oh, Rosenbaum. Yeah. That one was hard. I think that one had a lot of sidebars. I don't remember. Sometimes the judges just require a no speaking objections, which means they can object and then they have to stop and do a sidebar to figure out what they're objecting about. And that was the case in the Sievers, all those cases by that judge. He doesn't do speaking objections, so all of them had to be in a sidebar. So every time there was an objection, it was a sidebar. Yeah, Rosenbaum was rough. That was a bad one. Like I said, it's the kid ones. I believe we do have the Rosenbaum one. We have that on, or that, I think it's a complete trial. We have all the footage on that one. Yes, I'm pretty sure you did, probably, before I started doing the lives regularly. Oh my goodness, who knows? Good night. Have a nice sleep. See you tomorrow. Say good night. Take care. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Time for dinner. Surprised the dogs aren't barking. Take care, who knows? Well, Edna says, I met Windsor Castle and others through that trial, and my friendship began to grow all over the place with members and chatters. Glad to have you as the part of the Law and Crime Network family. Okay. Well, it was great talking to everybody. And we will see you bright and early in the morning. They said 8:30. That's Connecticut. I mean, Central Time. So 9:30 our time. 9:30. Everyone have a great evening. And I am about to pass out. No. I have to go get food. Love and kisses. Goodbye. Take care. And we are out.